welcome to WWE 2K25 Universe Mode, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. And kicking things off tonight, the Intercontinental Champion, the final reckoning, Karrion Kross, is set for action. Of course, last week Austin Theory would continue his winning streak, taking on Rich Holland and winning a shot at that man's Intercontinental Championship. And well, immediately after, Kross would come to play the mind games from the stage. But now Karrion Kross is getting his hands dirty. I heard tonight he has handpicked an opponent. Be interesting to see specifically who Kross has in mind. But he is the devil you may know. I mean, we're still seeing the effects of the damage he did to the relationship between Jimmy and Jay, who he successfully defended that championship against in a triple threat at Money in the Bank. And well, we knew he'd handpicked his opponent, and it seems the man he picked was Grayson Waller. And the boos rain out as Waller just makes his way down to the ring, as cocky and arrogant as ever. Last we saw, he got kicked into a new universe by Austin Theory at Money in the Bank. All that pent up aggression, all that pent up anger coming out in the worst ways, leaving Waller suffering in, well, unimaginable pain. Kross rolling his shoulders, getting himself riled up. And here we go. Jessica Carr, the official for tonight's matchup. And oh well, Karrion went to wait a minute. Grayson Waller coming in through the eye of the storm. He is hungry. He is searching for that victory, especially after the way things have panned out for him the last few weeks with Austin. And here we go now. Collar and elbow, and well, Grayson Waller just taking Kross to the cleaners as him tied up in that corner. It's keeping on the pressure, and that is exactly what you need to do to keep a guy like Kross down. And here we go, Kross suckering him in. But Waller trying to get back to his feet. You can see he wrapped up the... Oh, no. We've seen this a few times before. Just the shots to the back of the head. That is enough to not just change the complex of a match, but the complex of the progression of someone's career. But Waller shining through. And here we go, Alabama slam. Went for the clothesline, fell just short, and well, Grayson to the top, looking to get flight, and no. Got the distance, got the height, but the target was nowhere to be seen. Oh well, here we go again, Waller in the corner. The knees, and I don't think we've seen Kross taken so aback. And here we go. Karrion dropping in with that knee, but again, this isn't just a match for Grayson Waller. This is everything. This is a chance to, first of all, rob the spotlight away from his bitter and former friend Austin Theory. This is a chance to prove that even without a town down under, Waller has success. And here we go. Grayson taking refuge in the corner. Cross amping himself up, took too long. Wraps the arm. And again that running knee. Cross keeping it simple, keeping it plain, just enough to do the damage. And well, that took seemingly quite a lot out of the Intercontinental Champion. And here we go again, Cross just taking it easy with a little reset. And no. We know what this is for, the Cross Hammer. And well carried. Giving it a short-lived fight. Waller came out swinging, but the cross jacket forces the submission almost instantly. And while reclaiming his Intercontinental Championship title in celebration, and oh boy, Theory stepping up to the plate, staring, crossing the eyes, Cross holding his championship high, and these two men are ready for war. And while Jey Uso confronting Roman Reigns backstage now, what the hell were you thinking putting your hands on me last week, Uso? That match was strictly between me and Jimmy after he cost me my chance of winning back the Intercontinental Championship. And then what? You run in and take me out for what? Well, Jey, obviously feeling bitter towards Reigns' actions last week. I warned you about the path you were walking, Jey, last week. I stepped up and supported my family, a concept you lost on some ego trip. Jimmy didn't screw you out of your championship. You screwed yourself. You let Cross play you for a fool, and I won't stand by and watch you destroy our blood. Roman, of course, just playing on that path. The same things he was pointing out a month ago. Cross didn't get in my head. I saw the reality of how all this works. We run around and fight for you, and in return we get nothing. Every time we win, it's because of who I'm related to. I'm sick of it, Uso. I worked my way up, and now you want to take me down because I did it alone? Nah. Stay out of my way, because I don't want to get personal, Uso. Oh well, heated moment here between Jey and Roman as we move on with tonight's action. Oh well, the action continues after that tense confrontation between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. But now we move to the former tag team champions, the two men who dropped the tag titles to JD McDonough and Finn Balor. Of course, last week Nathan Fraser was promised by Tony D'Angelo that he would serve up the men who attacked them on a silver platter tonight. And here we go. Fraser and Axiom ready for war. Ready for battle. And well, who will they be against? And it... What? Yes, boy. It is pretty deadly. I mean, of course, Tony promised them the men who attacked them, and now we got pretty deadly coming out here. Kit Wilson and Elton Prince. I mean, you could only put one on one together and assume that it was them, but while Elton and Kit can be quite underhanded, they aren't exactly the type to throw on a mask and take someone out from behind. They very much would own it in their fashionista stylish selves. But if this is what Tony D'Angelo set up, gotta question his motivations, but it also means that maybe Nathan Fraser either didn't pay or Nathan Fraser got scammed. You always gotta be careful when getting into business with men like the D'Angelo family. But the party, it seems, is beginning as Kit and Elton stand tall and make a grand entrance. And here we go, Axiom kicking things off for Fraxium. And Elton Prince kicking things off on the side of Pretty Deadly. And well, here we go, attempting to hit the ground running. Axiom looking to start flying off the ropes. Elton Prince shutting down. And look at the athleticism, the speed of the offense on display already from a masked wrestler. And here we go, Axiom lining up the shot, and Fraser launched through shoulder tackle, going for a quick cover, and it seems Prince could be in danger early on now. Fraxium not looking to play games here tonight. And well, Nathan went to run off the ropes, so Kit regaining to his feet, not Kit, Elton Prince regaining to his feet. Back elbow and Seguri. And here we go. Kit Wilson, now the legal man. And well, Axiom taking a wild swing at things as Kit taken out by Axiom. Oh well. Fraser flies to the outside. There's no hit. Axiom with a suicide dive though takes out Elton Prince. Oh well. That feel fast, that high speed offense. Again, shut down Wilson. Axiom calling. Trying to will on his tag partner, trying to get the crowd on their side, but oh well, there we go. This time Axiom, well, this time Nathan Fraser playing possum. And here we go, Nathan Fraser in the position of power. Tope Suicida clears out Kit Wilson. Tag made. Ah well. The game's on display. Axiom rolling through, suckering Kit into the perfect shot. Ah well, Axiom took his eye off the ball for a second, and now Kit Wilson in charge. Ah well, here we go. Tag made. Elton Prince back in. And this is becoming a one-sided beatdown. And Axiom is fueling up. He is feeling the heat, feeling the pressure. And look at that smooth jump to the top. And well, Nathan Fraser getting into an argument now with Jessica Carter. The actions of Pretty Deadly. And here we go, off the ropes, shotgun and drop kick. Tag made, Nathan the legal man. Tag again, Axiom back in. It seems They're playing a little bit around there. Testing the waters, seeing what they want to go in for. Gorgeous frog splash over the middle rope. Axiom just taking a moment, thinking about their plan, thinking about strategy. And while Axiom trying to plant, Prince in the corner, tag made. And a gorgeous springboard. Rolls through. Kick to the midsection, flies high, and Fraser wanted a piece of the action. Oh. And there it is. Shut down in an instant. Attempting to get a tag, and again, Fraser able to shut it down, and uh-oh. Double uh-oh. Both men in a battle of counter warfare. And here we go again, just taking Elton to the cleaners, and oh. And there's that trouble being caused in the corner of Pretty Deadly. I mean, realistically, Jessica Khan needs to make a call. Oh, and look at this, the speed and the kicks. Axiom immediately scooping Elton up, and Nathan Fraser suckered in. Elton sets up that rocket kick, but Elton Prince gets the shoulders up with the assist from Kit Wilson. And here we go now, Nathan maybe looking to put the finishing touches in. And I think we just saw the lay of the land. Axiom saw what was being positioned by Pretty Deadly, and here we go, tag made. Nathan Fraser with a brain buster. Axiom frog splash. And there we go, Nathan Fraser secured the ring as Axiom made the cover. And wait a minute, that's Giovanni Vinci and Channing Stacks. The ends we know Stacks is a member of the D'Angelo family, but this is a brutal beatdown. D'Angelo promised them an answer, and I think they just got one. Oh well, rolling on the action, a little revenge could be in tow for Motor City Machine Guns, making their grand debut last week against the LWOs, Hurricane Wild and Cruz del Toro. Following the contest, we would see the arrival of the ever dirty Judgment Day as JD and Finn would take them out. But tonight Alex Shelley gets a one-on-one shot against Finn Balor. It'll just be clean one-on-one, standard contest rules, as of course they are seeking out those prestigious tag team championship titles. Of course, Judgment Day haven't held them for too long, taking over a Money in the Bank. They now hold the men's Money in the Bank briefcase, the women's Money in the Bank briefcase, and the tag team championships. The only man currently left empty-handed is Carlito. And well, here we go. As the music of the Judgment Day rains down the guarantee, they will not be walking into this one alone. Chris Sabin there at ringside, of course, to support his tag team partner. But look right here. Dominic Mysterio, Liv Morgan, Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and Carlito lined up. Of course, only 3 of them will be allowed to stay down your ringside. And well, we will be seeing the Women's Champ in action later on tonight in the main event as Shayna Baszler takes on Lyra Valkyria. And well, I imagine Liv's going to be watching very, very closely. And the same way Dom's going to be watching everything play out with Drew McIntyre and the huge return of Seth Rollins last week. And the scheming begins as Balor has kind of taken a de facto lead in this group. And here we go, the Judgment Day taking over the ring completely. Shelley and Sabin outnumbered heavily. It is 5-2. If this thing breaks down, Shelley and Sabin are going to need all the scheming, all the help they can get. And here we go. Balor and Alex locking up. 2 of the greatest that have stepped foot in the ring in singles competition and tag. But here we go now, both men just collar and elbow. Balor with the arm wrench on the back and just driving the point home. And Finn just swiping the legs. And while Balor getting out of dodge here. And that is the ways of the Judgment Day. Dominic popping up on the apron, taking the attention of Alex Shelley away from his opponent and giving Finn the advantage. Pinfall attempt and a kick out of 1. Oh well, Finn taunting Chris Sabin. And here we go, collar and elbow again, but this time Alex Shelley, the one taking control. Gorgeous small package. But this time Finn able to escape. And while Alex Shelley giving Balor a run for his money here. Finn in a tough spot, and here we go, Balor able to roll out, reverse the pinfall 1, and a kick out by Shelley. And look at this again, Alex Shelley just... I mean, we know Motor City Machine Guns are a world-class tag team, picking up gold everywhere they have stood. And while Balor targeting that arm now and just going into the midsection. And well, what's the play here? Finn pulling Shelley back to his feet, but looked like Balor was going to try and feed. Ah, well. Finn Balor drawing the attention of the referees. The little Judgment Day beatdown pursued on the outside. I mean, the three men so over-enthusiastic about beating up Alex that it ended up with them also ended up hitting each other. As Finn Balor and Alex Shelley now just being drawn into this drag-out striking contest. Who will show dominance? Who will flinch in the face of fear? And it is not Finn Balor, that is for sure. Away, Finn off the ropes. Oh well, Alex Shelley straight back to his feet. Balor just taking things slow. 19-16. Pinfall. 1, 2, and a deep kick out. I mean, there must have been less than an inch away from a 3 count. Balor goes low, takes out the knee. And again, Finn taking the advantage. As the Judgment Day again lay the beat down on Alex Shelley, and this is far from a fair contest. Ah well, Finn, we know what he's doing, we've seen it before, locking up in the corner. And wait a minute, over he goes. And could the journey to Motor City be beginning? Balor with a shoulder up, a 1. I mean, that was one of the biggest shots Alex Shelley keeps in the book. Locking in that crossface, but Finn nailing the sling blade. Balor feeling the drain, gone up to the top, looking for the coup de grace. And there we go, that elbow just to send the point home. Balor flies to the top, coup de grace to the chest. Time for Alex Shelley to take a breath, because this is over. I mean, hats off. You know, Shelley brought everything he had to that table. But the Judgment Day in the corner of Finn Balor, the numbers game proved too strong. Chris Sabin powerless to prevent it. Finn taking advantage at every step, played the game, and walked out victorious. But you know, Alex Shelley nailing that picture perfect sliced bread, but the shotgun dropkick from the top rope, instantly pursued by a coup de grace from the opposite corner, cemented the win. And as Liv returns to join Carlito, Dominic, JD and Finn in the ring, Chris Sabin stands outside watching on, as these are the men he will have to hoist. These are the men they will have to outsmart and outwit if they wish to walk home with a Raw Tag Team Championship. And while the Judgment Day may have gone to the back, they are once again in action. Last week we saw Kevin Owens snap, taking out Dominic Mysterio and the referee backstage, Adrian Butler. Of course, later in the night, Kevin Owens would face Drew McIntyre in a very unsuccessful contest. But nonetheless, I have gone word KO has officially received fines for assaulting an official. But at this stage, he will not be taken further. Tonight, Kevin Owens takes on one member of the Judgment Day as reprisal for his actions. And while JD McDonough will have his hands full, as I'm getting word that will be the man they've selected to put forward, the other half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, looking to show that outside of tag contests they can still be successful. But as we just saw, when you're facing a member of the Judgment Day, you're not just facing one. Around the corner there will always be another lurking. But interestingly, JD, the Irish Ace, coming out on his own. No Finn, no Dom, no Liv, no Carlito. Just a solo run tonight. I mean, we know all members are present. We just saw the beatdown they give Alex Shelley with the ref's back turned, Jessica Carr. This time might be a bit more geared to dealing with the shenanigans that come in play. But JD McDonough seeking a huge singles victory here tonight. Especially with Motor City Machine Guns lurking around the corner of SummerSlam. While Kevin Owens has been an unrelentless pitbull as of late. And of course a lot of that bitterness coming from that contest as Money in the Bank against Kevin Owens and John Cena, where Sammy would walk out the victor. Well, JD dragging Owens to the outside and now taking his place in the ring. The mind games are already on full display. Oh, wait a minute. KO. This is not a no disqualification contest if Owens uses that. Well, I guess referee discretion on full display there. Kevin Owens attempting the Irish whip. McDonough able to get the upper hand. And look at the Irish Ace fly, but KO out of the way in the elbow. JD running in hot. I guess I'm getting word this might officially be a no disqualification contest, as well management, specifically Triple H, is trying to avoid another incident with Owens going off the rails. But JD is taking Kevin to his limit here. Maybe not something anyone expected to see. The coup de grace as taught by his mentor Finn Balor. 1, 2, and a kick out. And well, McDonough, as Owens In deep, deep danger, Tope Suicida. I mean, McDonough's just giving Owens the runaround here. And look at these loose fists. JD bringing the brawl to Owens, not something we see very often in the slightest. Owens. Oh no, he has JD right where he needs him. Cannonball. And here we go, Chaos. Just nailing the sledgehammer shot. McDonough in the corner. But still managing to get that shoulder up a one, but the damage to the spine. What a gorgeous combination. Leg drop to follow. McDonough going for a pinfall again, and Owens not even entertaining the counter. Oh. Package pile driver attempted. But JD lives to tell it. Oh no. It is times like this you do think maybe JD McDonough might be getting a little bit overconfident, maybe his over reliance, and well, the man who tormented Kevin, well, the man who Kevin tormented, the man who's been living on the mind of Owens, JD McDonough, recruiting Dominic Mysterio for the assist. And while JD stacked up high cover, Owens recovering from the 619. Gorgeous swipes the leg, moonsault. 1, 2. JD again just challenges Owens. And while Kevin is not finding his foot anywhere. Back KO being two-footed every step. McDonough has come to play. And while KO roll into the outside. Probably coming up with more twisted instruments to use at the expense. Oh God, rolls him through. Double foot stomp. McDonough lays Owens out, headbutt. Here we go. The Irish ace. 1, 2. And so close. McDonough screaming with that chair in his hand. And while KO firing himself up. Gotta be careful not to get counted out here. JD. Here we go on the shoulders. Rolls him through. Owens shooting off. Stunner attempted. McDonough swiping the leg. Kevin Owens' luck has not been at the top of his card. And there we go, the second time. The ace for the 3. I mean, huge assist to Dominic. Getting a little bit of vengeance from what Kevin pulled on him last week. But I can't imagine this ending with Kevin Owens accepting the loss. And well, if I'm Dominic Mysterio, I am very much watching my back closely over the coming weeks, especially on the road to SummerSlam. A man like Kevin Owens is trying to avenge loss after loss. JD shocking the world, a major upset. But of course, utilizing all the weapons he could get his hands on. There was the first ace suplex for the close call, but a kick out of 2.9. But it was right here. Racks him up and just follows through before setting him up for the finale. Just headbutt, pulls him in, ace suplex. 1, 2, 3. But again, suffering the effects like 619 from Dominic at the same time. But McDonough celebrates quite a victory. However, Seth Rollins backstage after his grand turn last week. Backlash, you took away my World Heavyweight Championship. Then Newcastle Republic got too big for their boots and took me out for 3 months. But now I'm back and I'm 100%. Mr. Regal, the mighty leader, the director of Unity, I have your number. I know your playbook because I lived it. Next week, bring your A game because it's now time to bring you all down. I will run through Unity, and in the ashes of your empire, I will hold the World Heavyweight Championship once more. And it seems Seth Rollins throwing down the gauntlet not just to Drew McIntyre for the United Kingdom Championship, the former World Heavyweight title, but to the entirety of Unity. William Regal, Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, all of them have been put on notice. Oh well, I think that is the most intense Seth Rollins we have seen in quite some time, but time to focus in on the main event. Well, last week, of course, we saw Morgan capture the Women's Money in the Bank briefcase. And this week, Shayna Baszler is once more putting that Women's Championship on the line. Liv Morgan could easily be lurking around any corner. The question is, who will answer the call? Who will step up to face Baszler? She has been on a path of dominance since winning the title at Backlash. Oh well, let's relive the tale of the tapes. Backlash, Shayna Baszler was able to defeat Lyra Valkyria and Kiana James to win the championship. Clash of the Castle. Shayna Baszler would retain in a steel cage match against Ivy Nile. And while this past Money in the Bank, Piper Niven was the next to fall. But Baszler has proven to be quite a force between those ropes, to be practically untouchable. And now, who will... Oh! Lyra Valkyria pulling out the wings. This is the first time she's a championship taste since Backlash. Because she never got pinned, never got submitted in that triple threat. Kiana James was the one Baszler was able to put down. Tonight, Valkyria, after searching high and low, scratching and clawing for every moment, gets her chance at championship victory. And here we go. The Women's World Championship on the line. As we go to Mike Rome to introduce the challenger and champion.
Introducing the challenger from Dublin, Ireland.
Well, Lyra Valkyria has been on a hot streak up until she failed to qualify for Money in the Bank. What a different image that could have been if she was able to get the upper hand. While the flip side, the Queen of Spades, the Submission Magician. Tonight, the Pure Fusion Collective, nowhere to be seen. And here we go, Jessica Carr holding up the prestigious championship. Shayna is ready. Lyra is ready, and Miss Main Event, this women's championship contest, is underway. While Valkyria learning her lessons, has obviously been watching Baszler closely. I was going to say Valkyria not allowing herself to be locked up into Baszler's game, but Shayna and Lyra core and elbow tie up. Baszler just shoves her away, and then the spear and the clubbing blows. And now we're seeing why Shayna Baszler has been on such a reign, such a path of dominance, and well, now just digging the elbows in and the few loose shots just to send home the message as Shayna switches gears, starts taking on the limbs to tear Lyra apart piece by piece. And wait a minute, Baszler going big early on. And if she can hit this, this could be a devastating blow early on. Gut wrench from the top rope. Quick to hook in the cover. Jessica Carr though. And Valkyria back to her feet straight away. And here we go, the brawl out starting. Lyra, of course, she is no stranger to a knockout drag-out brawl. But Baszler, I think, realizing that, Valkyria floats through the attempted butterfly suplex. And here we go. We're starting to see the bird lady fly. And this, could this be the end? Could Baszler fall before she even makes it to SummerSlam? Oh well. Here we go, Baszler just sends Valkyria ribs first in to the barricade, and now the LED apron. And while Shayna telling the crowd to simmer down as this assault continues. Count of 5, of course, champion's advantage. This goes to a count out. Shayna will retain. Lyra can only win via pinfall or submission if she wishes to walk away with that championship around her waist. Oh well. Lyra suckered in for the... And that is a knockout blow. That is a I mean, Shayna keeps throwing her best hits, throwing her strongest shots, and well, Valkyria hasn't even stayed down for a 1 count yet. And this could prove to be the undoing. That violent, aggressive style being used against her, being used to sucker her in, and here we go. The open palm strikes. Off the ropes, and Well, we're seeing Shayna pick up the pace a little bit here, not something that is all too common, but Shayna Baszler just drawing a target on the right arm and now attacking the wrist and the hand. Of course, Valkyria needs all the strength she needs, she can muster, as she hopes to put Baszler away, especially if she wants to hit that broken feather. Oh, here we go. Dragon Sleeper in the corner, hoisting her off the ground and just... Oh well, what's Shayna thinking here in the... Jesus, that leg lock. Hoisting Lyra up high. Ah well, Valkyria, might she tap? And no. The punches to loosen the grip and Insecurity. Could this be the end? Valkyria not looking to play, not looking to risk the momentum. And here we go, into the ropes, and just brings her down. Gorgeous clothesline, gorgeous rebound, but Shayna again gets the shoulder up a 1. And this is quickly becoming a battle of attrition and the slaps. And well, Shayna rolls to the outside, suckers in Lyra, nailing the picture perfect spear. I mean, every second this goes on, every second either of these women take damage, Liv Morgan is sat back somewhere just watching, scheming. And here we go, things being taken back between the ropes. Kick to the midsection, and it is countered with maybe one of the most vicious forearms I've ever seen it. The leg lock. Ah, well, this could be the writing on the wall. Piper's Pit. Went for the cover. Jessica Carr called the rope break because of the distance, and well, Shayna, I think, losing it a little bit, losing her cool. And that could be the undoing. Reverse DDT pulls her into the knee. And a very close call, 2.9. And again, that overhand chop by Shayna. Suplex, no, transitions through. And she has officially got the sleeper in deep, and Lyra Valkyria submits. And oh no. We've been saying her name. And finally, and we're from behind. Liv Morgan with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Could this be happening? And yes, she's captioning it in. Jessica Carr officially signaling. And well, Liv Morgan in full control. This might not be the night Shayna Baszler had planned, but Liv off the ropes, oblivion. Lyra Valkyria did all the work. 1, 2, 3, and a new. Women's champ has been crowned. A hell of a turn of events. And what a contest. Of course, go back to the matchup between Lyra Valkyria and Shayna Baszler right from the off. Shayna was taking no prisoners, that gut wrench suplex from the top. But Lyra was not slowing down. She brought the fight. She brought a level of contest that Shayna has yet to see. Took Shayna to the edge and beyond. And honestly, at multiple points it looked like Lyra was very much locked in tow. But this was almost the unraveling. Baszler nailing Piper's pit, going in for the cover, arguing with the ref, allowing Lyra to get in from behind, and the close 3 count. But then the sleeper hold in, the legs wrapped around, the cash in of a century. Morgan comes in, nails Shayna with a briefcase, racks her up, hits the Oblivion, and Shayna Baszler's title reign is no more. Judgment Day just picked up another championship in the repertoire, and Liv Morgan celebrates with her newly won Women's Championship. What a way to close out the show. Good night, and we'll see you all on SmackDown as this road to SummerSlam burns hot.